Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dig into the Smart Coins Talk podcast to lay out a really powerful blueprint for your finances. The big idea here is to stop just trading your time for money and instead build a system where your money actually works for you. Let's jump in.
All right, so let's just start with the big question, the one that kind of changes everything. How can you get your money working for you 24/7 even when you're asleep? This isn't some fantasy, it's a real strategic goal, and we're about to break down exactly how to do it.
Okay, before we even get into the nuts and bolts, the numbers, the investments, we have to start with the absolute foundation, and that's your mindset. The source is super clear on this. Building wealth isn't really about working harder. It's about a complete shift in how you think about money. So, to think like a strategist, you gotta know the players on the board. And first up, we have the hero of our story, the asset. An asset is super simple. It's anything that actively puts money into your pocket. Think of it like your star employee, always working, always bringing in cash.
And you know it, every hero has to have a villain, right? Well, in this story, that's the liability, and it does the exact opposite. A liability is anything that is constantly taking money out of your pocket. It's a total financial drain, actively working against your goals. Okay, so let's put it all together, side by side, because this right here, this is the core of the entire strategy. An asset feeds your bank account. A liability eats it. Seriously, the whole game of financial growth just boils down to this one simple goal. Collect as many assets as you can and get rid of liabilities.
All right, so once you've got that mindset locked in, what's next? Well, it's time to expand your horizons. See, relying on just one paycheck, it's like trying to build a house on a single pillar. It's risky. To get real security, you've got to build multiple streams of income.
And the source breaks this down into three really smart categories. You've got your active income, that's your job, the thing you do day to day. Then there's passive income. This is the cool stuff like investments or royalties that make money for you in the background. And finally, portfolio income, which is all about the growth of your assets. Think stocks or real estate. The big goal, you want to be building all three.
And what's so great about this is that it shows you don't need a mountain of cash to get started. The whole strategy is simple. Start small, just start. The real magic kicks in when you stay consistent and, this is crucial, you reinvest whatever profits you make. That's exactly how a tiny trickle turns into a rushing river.
You know, that idea of reinvesting, it brings us to another super important point. A lot of people mix up saving and investing, but they are worlds apart. One is about playing defense, the other is all about offense.
Yeah, I absolutely love this quote from the source. It just frames it so perfectly. Saving is your defense. It's your safety net, right? It protects you from those unexpected life moments. But investing, that's your offense. That is how you actively go out and score points, how you build real wealth. And guess what? You need both to win.
Okay, now this is fascinating. This diagram lays it all out visually. So just look at the flow of money here. For the poor, income comes in and poof, it's gone, straight to expenses. For the middle class, income goes into liabilities, the house, the car, which then just create more expenses. But now look at the rich person's column. See the difference? Income goes straight into the asset column first, and those assets then generate even more income. It's this powerful self-fueling cycle of wealth.
And what's the engine that makes that whole cycle go? It's this magical thing called compounding interest. It's basically earning interest on your interest. It creates this incredible snowball effect. But it needs one key ingredient: time. The sooner you start, the bigger that snowball gets. It's an absolute game changer.
Okay, so we've got the mindset down, we've got the strategy. So how do we actually do this? Well, it all comes down to building a system of consistent, smart habits. These are the daily actions that are going to fuel your growth for the long haul. And the source gives us a few really powerful ones to start with. First, you gotta track your expenses. I mean, you can't manage what you don't measure, right? Know where your money is going. Second, network. Talk to people about ideas, about opportunities. That's how you spot new things. And third, always be learning. Pick up a high-value skill like coding, marketing, you name it. Something that directly boasts your ability to earn. But out of all the habits, all the strategies, this is the one. The number one, non-negotiable golden rule. Spend less than you earn. Always. It doesn't matter if you make $1 million a year, if you spend $1,000,001, you're going backwards. This one habit is everything. All right, as we start to bring this all home, let's pull everything together. The mindset, the different income streams, the investing offense, the daily habits. Look, these aren't just ideas on a screen. These are the actual tools you can use to build the financial future you want. And if there's one thing to really let sink in, it's this. It's not really about how much you make. The real secret, the smarter goal, is to get good at making your money multiply. It's about building that system where every dollar you have goes to work for you.
So, let's end with this. The real question isn't just what did I learn, it's what am I going to do? So look at this whole blueprint. What's the one small, smart habit you're going to start today, right now? What's your first step to making your money multiply?